Listen to this Plies video. So Plies put up this video either a day or 2 days after the election, after he was done crying and consoling women and saying that he wanted to give everybody a hug. He wished he could give all these black women hugs because Kamala Harris lost. Let's look at what.
Hey, this real quick. It's kind of to women, but I guess men can chime in on it too. I was just having this conversation yesterday, me and my dog, we were just talking about it. And I said, when it comes to women, and ladies, hear me all the way out before you dive in on this. I feel like when it comes to women, especially if we involved with each other, I don't want you to be strong. And let me finish. Or feel the need to be tough around me. I feel like if you feel the need to be tough around me and feel like you have to be strong around me, then I feel like I failed you.
Notice how he started off the conversation. Black women, hear me out. Because he knew that they were going to be opposed to the things that he was saying, or there was a good chance of it. Because what happens, and this has happened in my real life. I talked about this a couple weeks ago, where I said, I was like, yo, black men, we are the problem. We caused all this stuff that's going on in the black community. We are the reason. I took responsibility for it, right? I took responsibility for it. And you know what a black woman told me? Well, you're disregarding the agency that we have. You know, it's not just all about you guys. I'm like, damn, here I am accepting responsibility for the problems that have been created in our communities. And your response is as if I'm being sexist and misogynist and, well, you're not giving black women agency in these. Not saying it in a way where some of the women that listen to this show may say it in a way where they're saying, you know, yo, it's not on y'all. It's not all on y'all. We take some responsibility in as well. It wasn't being said like that. It was, well, we have agency, you know, we can make decisions. That was the energy that was on. And I got my bro who was on the call with me. So it wasn't just me. And that's the same reaction that he got as well. But here you have Plies saying this message. He sounds conservative. Exactly what he said. Remember that Harrison Buckner, the kicker from the Chiefs? I just thought about this off the top of my head. You remember when he was pushing this message saying like, you know, women, it's okay. He wasn't specifically saying what Plies was saying, but he was saying like, hey, you know, women, you don't just have value in becoming a CEO or climbing the corporate ladder. The greatest value that you have is being a mother, being a wife, these things. I know it's not the same thing that Plies is saying, but what Plies is saying, there's a whole lot of women. Like if I said what Plies said, I guarantee you Plies panders to these women. He tells them exactly what they want to hear, how they want to hear it, doesn't hold them accountable, nothing. Of course, women and more women need to speak out on this type of stuff. More women need to speak out on this type of stuff. Y'all, and I'm looking at the screen and my cousin done commented on it. It just came up on whatever. I just happened to see it on the screen, literally, but neither here nor there. I'm not going to address that. But everything that Plies is saying is obvious. And this is what I'm saying. Women, when Kenny Burns got on the show, when that Black Men Summit, when he got on there saying, well, we all agree that black women are going to save the planet. The same energy that mayor of Baltimore had. No, black women don't want to save the planet. Stop putting that on them. Why don't you go be a man? That's like somebody breaking into your house and saying, you know, black women going to save the family, like black women. And they actually push movies like that. There was one with Queen Latifah with Ludacris. There was another one with, I think it was Gabrielle Union or Regina King. I don't even know where they got, matter of fact, it was Michael Ealy in the movie with, I think Gabrielle, where they got Gabrielle beating up the guy, saving the family. And Michael Ealy's just kind of weak. Just say, this is the messaging that these people are creating. They want women strong and they want men weak, to the point where Plies says something like this. And it's like, yeah, Plies, obvious. Women don't want to be fighting these battles. Women, in my opinion, are in this position because men have been lacking. The same thing that Plies is saying. The problem is, Plies, you're pushing conservative messaging. You're pushing conservative messaging. If Donald Trump just said what Plies just said, people would be, think about it. What did Trump say? I'm going to protect women whether they like it or not. Plies, what did he just say? If a woman's got to be strong around me, then I don't. Plies is pretty much saying like, nah, I'm going to be the person that's strong whether you like it or not. That's the role that I'm playing. But when Donald Trump says it, it's a totally different story. They misconstrue it. They want to play it in a different way. We have gone crazy. We have gone crazy. And there's too many soft men running around the day after the election. I'm enraged. I'm sad. I'm depressed that Donald Trump won. Find a new leader. And these are what's so terrible about it is the men that are saying these things, those are the men that women are trusting to lead them, are trusting to guide them because they make them feel good, not because they give them what they need that's going to actually make them good, make them whole, make them the person that they need to be. So therefore they can find a man, so they can have a man, they can become a wife. Think about it. We don't even know. And I was going to wait until we finish this Plies video. What do we raise women to be wives anymore? I know on the last show, Mama Lay, we talked about it. We talked about what is a woman's role? What is a wife's role? Are we raising women to be wives? When it comes to men, we're not raising men to be husbands either, to be totally honest. We're not raising men to be husbands. You want to know why? Because most of these boys are growing up in single parent households that are ran by women, these matriarchs. They're ran by these matriarchs. And how can you teach a man to be a man? And then you got the women that are teaching the women, preparing the women to be independent on their own. So therefore they got education. They got the right mindset to go out there and compete while they're letting the men get away with everything. So it's like the opposite that's happening. It's the opposite effect. Hold on one second. Who knows when's the last time that a father can be so valuable to a daughter especially, and so valuable to a son? But when's the last time, even as a mother, you taught I guess this is why it's important to grow up in a two-parent household. You're robbing your kids. In my opinion, you're robbing your kids of seeing. You can't just tell a kid how to play football. Hey, you just do this. Sometimes it's better. You got to show them, or they got to get in there and actually do it. The problem is with relationships, you may not have all this practice that you can just send your kid to football practice and they practice. No, you don't have that. We are not raising our kids to even understand what it takes to be a wife, to understand what it takes to be a husband. The only reason why men get it is because it's very easy to see that in any culture, in any world, you make more money, you get more women. You make more money, life's going to be better. You can be the one to pick up the check at the end of the night, life's going to be better. That's a simple concept to understand. But on the ladies' side, what are y'all taught? Ladies, let me look at the comments. What are y'all taught? What are y'all taught? Okay, just like what Plies said, ladies, y'all, we of course, men feel that way. Of what man would feel good about their woman having to play a power role, having to play a protective role, having to stand up for me when there's an altercation or something, or some danger? What man would feel good about their woman doing that because their woman doesn't think that the man is capable of it? Who would feel that way? But that's sexist and misogynist, right? That's too traditional. We don't want to talk about gender roles. There's no gender roles. Everything is fluid. You can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. We overcomplicate these things. And in my opinion, the older generations are doing a terrible job, and we're not even going to realize, but wait until the next 20, 30 years when we're seeing those group of people. See, right now they're in their 40s and 50s and maybe early 60s. The aunties that are pushing y'all. You could be single. You could be the rich auntie. You could be all this other stuff. Auntie, I hope that your health doesn't deteriorate. I hope that your health doesn't deteriorate. Deteriorate? What's the right? How do you pronounce that word? I feel like it's a tongue twister. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. Because you're going to be alone by yourself with nobody to help. And it's a terrible place to be in. But that's what we're encouraging with our behavior directly or indirectly. Let's keep going with Plies.
As a man, let me be strong for us. I want to be strong for us. Let me be tough for us. Because I need you to be as vulnerable as you choose to be, want to be, or need to be. And you know for a fact that I'm not going to take advantage of your vulnerability. That you know that. Like, I've proved that time and time again that I'm not willing nor will I take advantage of your vulnerability. For me, I feel like if a woman has to be strong or feels she has to be strong with me or around me, I just feel like I failed her as a man. Because I'm the one that feel like I need to be strong for us. Cool. Like, if you want to be internally strong but don't project that.
Oh, you mean, and just so y'all aren't sure, Plies is a Kamala Democrat diehard. He was one of these people jumping out the window supporting Kamala and Democrats and the weird culture that they're looking to establish. But now you want to push these traditional values. And of course, everybody loving them in the comments section. Why? Because it makes sense. It makes sense. The problem is everything else that you push on your page doesn't make sense.
I respect that too. But me personally, and how I view it, babe, I don't even want you to be strong. I don't need you to be strong. My job is to be strong for us. You be as.
The fact that he even has to say this just shows how much of a low point our men are at. The fact that he needs to say that. And you know what's crazy? This same messaging is considered toxic masculinity. Well, a woman can't be strong. A woman can't lead. A woman can't do that. A woman can't do all these things. You can do whatever you want. But it doesn't mean that you're best suited to do these things.
Vulnerable as you want to be, as you need.
Men shouldn't feel that they need to be strong. Men should be okay being vulnerable. Maybe all men don't want to be strong.
To be, and you know for sure, because I've proven it to you, that I'm not going to take advantage of your vulnerability. So I want to get on here and ask y'all, fellas, you can chime in too. How do you view what it is that I just said, ladies, and give me your feedback on it. Hey, this real quick. It's kind of.
All right, we're going to move on. We're going to move on. All right, so I want to move on to what we got. Oh, my God. Let's get to this video. I want to show y'all this video. So this guy, Jamal Simmons. Hopefully I could find the video. Where is this? I thought I saved it. Hold on. I want to show this video of this guy, Jamal Simmons. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. This is like, so Ursi, this one's for you because I saw earlier that you wrote that you didn't know that people were calling for Donald Trump. I'm sorry, for Joe Biden to step aside and let Kamala Harris become president. Listen to this. Ew, it's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.